Welcome back, YouTube. So Sam Bankman, billionaire chief executive, crypto executive of FTX, recently said that if there were an award like Times Magazine's Person of the Year for assets, that would be Dogecoin. Dogecoin should be the asset of the year, basically, because of its over 10,000% rally. And I know now with Dogecoin in like the high 20 range and that there's a lot of questions. So I wanted to talk today from the position of when in doubt, zoom out. I'm going to say this several times throughout the video as I make my case. I recently conducted a poll on my channel asking people what is their end of the year goals for Dogecoin. And at the time of the writing of this, to create the format as far as for this video, I had around 1.4 thousand responses saying that their end of the year goal was around 10,000 Dogecoin. And this accounted for 34% of the votes. Now that lets me know that a lot of people are zooming out and they're setting pretty much 6 months goals on Dogecoin. This also lets me know that a lot of people are not being detoured as far as for like the news and any negative FUD information. It allows me to see that there are people that are actually planning around increasing their coin count. Now keep in mind that a crypto that was initially started as a joke coin has the best performance of any asset of 2021. Literally a 10,000% rally, and that is a really big deal. Think about the other assets that it has outperformed. I mean, real estate is at an all-time high. It outperformed gold, any of the companies as far as on like the S&P 500. This is like Dogecoin, like literally the joke coin, quote unquote, is the #1 performing asset. I'm going to place a chart here because I want you guys to look at the chart because I know I've been getting a lot of questions as far as for like why is Dogecoin going down or is it dead? And I really just wanted to show you as far as like some evidence as far as some things that we've seen this year already. And I really wanted to emphasize on the point of when in doubt, zoom out. So if we look on January 1st of this year, you'll see that Dogecoin hit a peak of around 0.008 cents. And then around February 7th, it went up to around a nickel. And this is where things started to get interesting. And if you remember around that time, if you were invested in Dogecoin around like early February, you remember that this was the time that people were saying that it was all over. It was a rug pull. It was dead. And it was a bunch of like, I cannot see, I told you so. The biggest thing that we all saw was just the comments as far as like the market cap and it being like an unlimited supply and it being like physically impossible to hit 10 cents and it was never going to happen and we were all going to lose our money. And if you did your homework, if you didn't do your homework, you would have thought that they were correct. At this point, Doge peaked at around 7 cents and then it consolidated at around 5 cents. And it seemed like all the memes and the jokes and as far as for all the negative FUD, it seems like they were correct because after Doge consolidated at 5 cents, it did nothing but move sideways for about 2.5 months. And then if you look at around April 10th, we saw a breakout. And then, well, you know the rest as far as from there. Now, why do I bring this up? I believe that we're in a similar period now. And unfortunately, most people don't like to read charts and they typically repeat the same behavior that most people did, or maybe these are even some of the same people from earlier this year. I'm going to place the chart in the video, but I encourage you to go look at the chart for yourself. Look at the numbers that I'm giving you, look at the time frames that I'm giving you, and look at the movement of Dogecoin. I encourage you to verify what I'm saying so that you can see this for yourself. Look at January 1st through January 26th and February 7th through April 10th. I post charts in most of my videos because I want everyone to become familiar as far as for looking at data instead of just relying like on like YouTube videos and hype to move the needle. If you look at these videos and charts, you will be pretty much able to see the patterns and you'll be able to invest confidently and have patience. We've already witnessed declines and sideways movements similar to what we are in now twice this year already, which is less than 6 months. And if you're not careful, you will repeat the same mistakes, which is buying in a bull market and selling in a bear market, which is the complete opposite of what you should be doing. And I made up my mind a long time ago that I would rather have a smaller following on YouTube by providing charts and factual information and supporting it with evidence versus feeding hype and news propaganda to move the needle on my channel or to think that it will have any relevance as far as to like the movement of Doge, because all that's really going to do is create frustration in the long run. Crypto will always be vital and you have to have patience and know the market so that you can know when to get in and get the most bang for your buck and kind of hedge yourself against those losses. This is simply a game of coin count and patience. You don't have to be a whale to see whale-like returns. You just have to position yourselves at the right times. So as far as for people that are confused as far as for what's going on now, what they should be doing, again, in consolidation periods, and as long as we're in that 50 to 80% window, this is a buying opportunity in my opinion. You have to look at the charts and know the information and look at the past history. We've seen this roughly about 3 times in the last 6 months. So we have some evidence to kind of navigate as far as for what's going to happen next. Now, obviously the market is unpredictable, but when you do your research, it allows you to invest more confidently instead of just relying on videos and propaganda to help you, feel like you're making like the right decision. As always, please share this video with people that are just looking at the last few weeks and help them zoom out and get a better approach as far as for a bird's eye view as far as for what's going on. There's a reason why Dogecoin is the asset of the year. When in doubt, zoom out. Thank you. If you found value in this video, please consider liking and sharing the video. It continues to help the channel grow and it helps the information reach more people. Please leave a comment in the section as well. Let me know as far as like your thoughts is on when in doubt and zoom out. And if you're interested in joining the email list, I'll have a link in the description and you can become a part of that, and I'll send you my research prior to the release of videos. And if you're interested in joining my private community, I'll have the link to my Patreon in there as well. We meet every week and we have Zoom calls and I send you my research in real time. If you're looking for a brokerage as far as to diversify your assets, I recommend Webull. If you open an account with $100, you'll get 2 free stocks valued at up to $1,600. If you're not on Instagram like that, and if you want to still get like as far as like the updates as far as from what I'm posting, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I will have those links in the description as well. As always, thank you. I appreciate all of you, and until next time.